Good morning. My name is Willis, and I'm at the Gilliam-McConnel Airfield in Carthage, North Carolina, home of the infamous Pick and Pig barbecue. It's my hangar rat Morris. He's assisting me in this project, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of a rundown on the runway here at BQ1. That's the identifier, Bravo Quebec 1. I'm at the approach end of runway 31, and as you can see, there are some trees at the end of this approach, and at the end of the runway there's a road. So this is also more or less not marked, but it is kind of a displaced threshold without the markings. Turnaround. Very small turnaround area. So the tallest trees, probably about 25 feet high. Normally people take off on runway 31. It's downhill, as you can see, and land on the opposite end. If you happen to be landing on the opposite end of 31, this is what you've got to look at if you overrun the runway, which there's been more than one occasion where the runway has been overrun. Okay. So this is the approach end of runway 31. As you can see, it's got a little uphill slant, and then it goes downhill. Once again, takeoffs are usually executed at this end, landings at the opposite end, depending on the wind. And the wind is very tricky and very shifty here. Two windsocks. There's one over there by the beacon tower, one down there across from the barbecue, and they can be saying different things. This is a 50-foot wide, 2,500-foot strip with an additional 75 feet of grass runway available. The grass runway is in very good condition. It's kept well manicured. It's been mowed recently. Okay, looking back from the numbers, near the numbers, that's your approach path if you're landing on runway 31. It's a popular spot. On a nice day it can get very busy, and as always there's people that come in and out of here and never say a word to anybody. The owner, Roland Gilliam, is got an RV park over here for transients, very nice area, and then he's got an RV park for more of a permanent party. There are hangar homes at the airport, very nice hangar homes. Again, we're on the approach end of runway 31. There's the hangar rat assisting me. This is our first turn off. There is a compass rose. How accurate it is, I don't know. When was the last time it was surveyed? I don't know. There is no fuel service here. There was at one time, but there is not. There's no fuel services available here. This is a pseudo run-up area, but caution for loose rocks and gravel, which can chew up your props. He tries to stay on top of it, but there are times, because there's a lot of traffic building these hangar homes, you end up with this type of FOD on the taxiways, which can ruin your day. Okay, it's BQ1 opens at 11 o'clock in the morning, Thursday through Sunday, closes at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a very popular spot. No airplanes yet, but there's plenty of people, servers and patrons, coming in for the excellent barbecue. The opposite side, hangar home. There's a maintenance hangar, BQ1 Aviation Services. That's my hangar. A carousel hangar with a few airplanes in it. Sandhills Avionics, which he no longer does any certified work, but he still does work on older radios. Does an excellent job. Okay, so we're coming up near the Pick and Pig. As you can see, there's quite a few people already out and about. This poor airplane here was just a model made out of junk. And come here, Morris, come here. And people obviously they let their kids do whatever the hell they want with it. Come here, come here, come here. A lot of people sitting out there eating. I'll film it from a little bit of a distance. I don't want to offend anybody. But as you can see, there's a parking area. It's grass. Gets a little crowded at times. I've seen up to 30 airplanes here at one time. Again, this is the taxiway / road to the hangar homes in the back. One of these days I'll get a sign on the hangar. I don't know if I'm going to stay in the hangar or not. It's kind of ratty, but it's better than nothing. There's the Pick and Pig. Already customers there this morning. Once again, it's a hot spot for good North Carolina barbecue. Succulent, juicy North Carolina barbecue. Once again, the whole purpose of this is just to give people an idea of what BQ1 looks like on the ground, what they can expect when they come in here. The biggest thing that people complain about is the winds, which, as you can see, the winds, if the wind's blowing, it can be different from one end to the other down the middle because of the trees. Lots of topography that will affect how the winds act. Again, it's 2,500 feet long, 50 feet wide, but if you come in hot and fast, you're going to run out of runway really quick. And I'm going to walk out here on the runway and show you some skid marks of people that come in hot and fast, and then they stomp on the brakes and leave nice black marks down the runway. As you can see, there is an assortment of black marks from people coming in way too fast. There's an Aero Commander. It's owned by Roland Gilliam. It's been here forever. Hasn't flown in forever. Next to it is a hangar that's mainly used to restore cars. That's Sandhill Avionics. This is the latest hangar home. As you can see, it's quite massive. Hangar homes back up in that area there. Okay, looking down the runway, this is your sight picture. There is an uphill slope. Downhill slope, obviously, and more black marks. It's your first turn off. You can go left or right. And again, if you go off the runway, you've got some grass. To help slow you down before you get into the trees. .206 have been sitting there forever. Don't know who it belongs to. A lot of people, again, don't like to come in and out of here because it's so narrow and short, but it's really not that narrow or that short. It's just pilot technique and how you've been trained.